Judgment in the appeal Norris against the Government of the United States of America.
The appellant, Mr. Norris, has sought to avoid extradition to the United States to face serious charges of obstruction of justice. He has submitted that extradition would constitute an unjustified interference with his right to respect for his family life under Article 8 of the European Convention on Human Rights. If that submission were correct, extradition would be precluded under Section 87 of the Extradition Act of 2003. Mr. Norris submitted that the Court of Appeal made an error of principle in its approach to his case. He submitted that the Court wrongly proceeded on the basis that interference with his Article 8 rights would be justifiable unless he could demonstrate that exceptional circumstances existed in his case. The House of Lords had held in the case of Huang, an immigration case, that exceptional circumstances did not constitute a legal test for determining whether an alien should be permitted to remain in this country in order to avoid interference with his Article 8 rights here. The Supreme Court held that extradition could not be equated with the expulsion or deportation of an alien. Extradition was part of the process of ensuring that those reasonably suspected of crime were prosecuted and, if guilty, duly sentenced. The public interest in extradition weighed particularly heavily. Extradition usually interfered with family life. Its impact on family life would normally have to be exceptionally serious before this could constitute a bar on Article 8 grounds. Exceptional circumstances said little about the nature of those circumstances. It was more accurate and more helpful to say that the consequences of interference with Article 8 rights had to be exceptionally serious before these could outweigh the importance of extradition. These considerations were reflected in the judgment of the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal considered the family circumstances of Mr. Norris with care and reached the conclusion that the interference with his Article 8 rights that would follow his extradition was justified, having regard to the importance of extradition and the facts of his case. The Supreme Court has reached the same view, and accordingly his appeal is dismissed.